The Launch Club can confirm that an American citizen born in the United States of America has been deported. This has sent shockwave not just to the United States of America, but all the countries that have constitutional democracy. Good morning. The Launch Club is where you hear the latest update about the daily lived experiences of immigrants in the diaspora. There is no substitute to information. Knowledge, they say, is power. For those seeing my face for the first time, my name is Frank. On this platform, we share stories not to scare anyone, but to inform and educate our audience. An American citizen born in the United States of America has been deported. How did we get to this place? Why was this American citizen deported? That is what we are going to share with you. Sit back and enjoy this story. If you see any value, kindly share so that other people can learn.
Customs enforcement agents have deported a Cuban-born mother of a 1-year-old girl, separating them indefinitely. And in another case, they deported a 2-year-old girl who is a U.S. citizen, along with her Honduran-born mother.
As you heard it rightly there, an American citizen born in the United States of America has been deported. Now, a lot of immigrants have gone into hiding about what is happening in America. Even those that have passports are not even immune from what is happening in America as we speak now. Let me know what your views are about what we are sharing with you today. Do you know anyone who has been affected? Let me know what your views are. Some people are saying that Trump is doing exactly what he promised.
Central theme of President Trump's campaign. And in its first week, the administration is carrying out deportations while promising raids in major cities. NBC senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez is in Chicago with the latest. Gabe, good morning.
Well, good morning. Chicago is one of many.
As you heard there, there's fears among immigrants in the United States of America as we speak right now. This American who has been deported, the young person was with her mom. She was born in the United States of America. These actions of the current administration in America has slapped down those that thought that having citizenship will provide them protection from being deported. Meanwhile, thousands of immigrants, as we speak, especially African immigrants, they have gone into hiding. If an American citizen can be deported, who are you? Naturalized American that will not be affected by what is going on. Trump has been clear. He said he is going to deport more than 9 million immigrants out of the United States. He said he has just started. By the time he finished carrying out what he said he was going to do, he said he's going to make it impossible that no illegal immigrant would ever want to come to America, knowing full well that what happened to these people, it will happen to them. Now, this young girl who has been deported, the girl was with her mom at the time when her mom was arrested. The mom was arrested whilst the mom was going to work, and the mom later explained to the Department of Homeland Security and the immigration team that she is the custodian of this young girl, that as the American citizen is her daughter born in America, they have due processes that has to be followed. The mom even went as far as showing the daughter's passport to the authorities to confirm that her daughter is an American citizen. The authorities disregarded that. They did not follow due process, And this young girl, who is an American citizen, was forced on the plane with the mom because the authorities said to her that, look, the Trump policy is very, very clear. We want to deport as many as possible immigrants from the United States. Let me know what your views are, whether you have any sympathy. Imagine you were born in America. You thought that having the American passport will shield you from things like this, only for you to now find yourself. This is not the first time. Some people have said this policy is linked to racism. Some people have said it is only black and brown people that end up being caught up in this. Some people have said that if you're a white American, even if you're living in the country illegally, because you do not fit into the profile of what an illegal immigrant look like, it is highly unlikely that you will be stopped on the street, asked to show proof of ID if you are a white American living in the US illegally. But if you are a black and brown person, regardless of your status, even if you already have your citizenship, you still have to prove that you have the right to be in America, or else you will be deported. What is your view about the case of this young girl who is now back in her parents' home country, a country she has never been in before? She's never been to that country before. She has now found herself in a situation where she has landed in a country where she has no connection. She's never been to the country before, and the parents are furious. The judge has now said what the administration did is absolutely wrong, that it is in breach of the American Constitution, that the American Constitution make it impossible for an American to be deported back. There are fears. I receive a lot of calls from immigrant community when I speak to my contact in the United States to get first-hand update. The report that I'm getting is not looking good. If you have any brother or sister who lives in the US who is undocumented, you need to pray for them. Before you go to bed every night, you pray for them. You wake up in the morning, you pray for them. Some of these people have lived in the US for many, many years. I know of a guy who has lived in America for more than 16 years. These guys had paper before, but something happened. He now lost his paper. He's now living in America as an illegal. This guy has a house. When I had a conversation with him recently, I said, look, why not you return back to Nigeria? The guy said to me, look, I have a house in America. My kids were born in America. It's not that easy. I can't just pack my things and just move back. I have been in America for a long time. This is where I have connection. Why? I sympathize with this guy. But the reality is that there is mass deportation happening right now in America, and even American citizens, not naturalized American, born American citizens, are not immune from what is going on in America. There is mass deportation happening. If you know anyone that lives in America, kindly share this video with them. If you are planning to move to America, please, you need to factor in all the information that you're receiving about what is happening in America into your plan. I spoke with a friend recently. This guy went to the US recently on a student visa. The guy told me that, bro, it's not easy. It feels like you're living in a war zone. At times, you're hearing stories that someone left home this morning, going to work. Unfortunately, they have now been arrested. And at times, there have been numerous reports that the current administration is not following due process. They are just carrying out mass deportation regardless of whether you are meant to be in America or not. As long as you are arrested, you will be on the plane if care is not taken. There is the report of the Venezuelan guy who was deported to El Salvador, despite the fact that the government themselves admitted that this guy is not supposed to be deported as we are speaking. Now, this guy is still in El Salvador. He doesn't know when he will return back to the US to meet his family. Some people said there is nothing wrong in what Trump is doing, that Trump has come to address the fear of the majority Americans who felt that the demographic shift in America, who felt threatened by that Trump is coming to address that Trump is only doing what he said he was going to do. Why some people have said that Trump action is racism in disguise, that it's only people who are black and brown. They are the majority of the target, that white Americans who are white non-Americans who are living in America, they do not get the same treatment. Let me know what your views are. Do you know anyone who lives in the United States of America? Please kindly ensure that they see this video, because as we are speaking now, an American citizen born in the United States, not naturalized citizen, born in the United States, has been deported. If somebody born in America can be deported, what does the fate hold for you and I who were not born in the land? That is the situation we are finding ourselves today. The situation can be described as frightening, scary, because even if you were born or you already naturalized in the United States of America, God, you need to pray to God, because you could still be deported back despite the fact that you are living in the country legally. Let me know what your views are about what we are talking about today. If you see any value in this content, kindly share. There is no substitute to information. Knowledge, they say, is power. Kindly ensure that anyone that you know that lives in America, or anyone who is planning to move to America, tell them that an American has been sent back. If it can happen to that person, it can happen to anyone. Kindly ensure that they see this video, and don't forget to give it a like.